Oh wait, I realize why I couldn't hear myself, because I muted myself in the stream for a minute. Oh my goodness Lord. All right. Good afternoon to you, Angelo's Random Facts. Thank you for joining. Hi Dominic, nice to see you. I do want to let everyone know right now who's joined the stream that I will not be giving the stream link out publicly. So if you ask in the live chat to join the stream, just know that your request to join will be ignored. I'm not doing this to be rude at all. It's just I don't want to let random people that it's not I just don't want to let random people that are in the chat in the stream. It's for a reason. I don't really want to explain why. But yeah. Hello, Jonathan Moore Company. Nice to see you. All right. Now, I do want to ask really quick, can everyone hear me loud and clear? Just making sure that you guys can all hear me. Just making sure people can all hear me. So, okay. So Angelo's Random Facts question asks, every time that they watch my videos, my voice sounds similar to Madelon Farms. Are we twins? That is a question I get from a lot of people. And the answer is no, we are not. We've just known each other for a very long time, ever since goes back to when we were kids. But no, we've known each other for a very long time, and we always collab on projects together. He's in some of my videos. I'm in most of his. So yeah. So for anyone who wants to know the answer, no, me and Madelon Farms are not twins. A lot of people ask me that question. I get that question in hold on one sec. Just if you hear me whispering to myself, I'm just talking to someone. I'm just typing to someone in Discord DMs. Sorry, this is just taking a sec to I'm so sorry. This is taking. Oh, so Dominic asks, how have I been? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thank you. Tom Tank Production says sometimes it's difficult to tell who's who at times. Yeah, I've had a lot of people. All right. So Super Bomberman R, I have not played that from what I know. I'm actually going to be honest, I'm not even sure what that is.
Did someone order the pizza?
Hello.
It's been a long time since I've spoken to you.
I know.
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Good.
Yeah, it took a bit to get that. I just realized something. Hold on. Brands, not that. There we go. I forgot to remove the stream.
You did this last time until
I did that last time, but it was like much further into the stream than it should have been. Yeah. It was like half hour, 40 minutes into the stream before Steve realized that, because Steve was with us the last time, I think, and
and we were doing the Polar Express.
Polar Express and Trains thing.
Yeah, that was actually quite fun.
That was fun. I may bring that up again. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I do have another person that I'm going to add into the stream.
Hey, Rusty.
Hey, I was hoping somebody would, like, make the joke of, oh, it's Dale Gribble. And I'm like, you don't know me. I'm unknowable.
The King of the Hill joke, yes.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching the show again recently.
Oh, nice. Trainboy17 comments, here's your stupid drink. That's a reference to Madelon Farms' latest video that I starred in as a few characters, actually. I can't remember. I was definitely Spencer. I was Percy. I was the commercial announcer. And Sir Topham Hatt, for that matter. It just occurred to me I was Sir Topham Hatt as well. There's actually, for those who haven't noticed this, there's a continuity error that we decided not to fix in the thing, where at one point Madelon Farms voices Stanley, and then in another shot I voice him, which I don't know what happened with that. So that was just a continuity error that we decided at that point not to fix. Yeah, do not be like this guy. Wait, we're still in the commercial? How is that possible? I thought we were done with that.
I'm kind of curious about I noticed that video seemed to be re-uploaded at some point, and the original version was unlisted.
Of what? The Engine Eats commercial?
Yeah.
I would have to ask Madelon Farms about that. I'm really not sure what happened with that, but
let me I still have it in one of my playlists, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, unless it was taken. Oh, yep, it's there. It's only got 393 views, and it's called just The. I don't know.
I'm not talking much. Was really tired.
Sorry about that. My mom was talking in the background. Which is fine. So has Locomotive 475 out of the works? I'm not sure what you're talking about with that.
Oh, I think Strasbourg.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's been out of the works from what I know, and I think it looks okay, repaired up, but
got a nose.
I would say Strasbourg really knows how to handle
got the damage to the smoke box. I hope you get the joke, because
Okay, off of work. I'm also going to be monitoring the live chat from my other computer. Okay, I noticed that the comments.
Yeah, oh, wait, I forgot. I can. There's the comments.
Oh, hello, Danny. Nice to see you. Favorite Nintendo character? That's a good question. I have a lot.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking favorite Nintendo character, and then I was thinking, well, Pappy Van Poodle from Rusty's Real Deal Baseball.
Yeah. Let's see.
Everyone remembers Pappy Van Poodle.
My mom likes Yoshi a lot. And honestly, I'm with her on that. I do like Yoshi as well. Okay, so the stream started bugging out on YouTube a bit. Well, like buffered on my other computer, but I think it was still going.
Have you gotten any I was gonna ask if you got any new like Thomas items recently, but
I did actually.
Oh. So trying to think of how to word my sentences.
No, that's okay.
I try to present myself as a little bit more formal in live streams, as it's a little bit more of a event than, you know.
I understand what you mean. Well, I did get some new Cars items recently.
Oh, cool. Did you get any of Case J's items?
I'm not sure, because I went to my local Walmart. They didn't have too much, but they did have some on the road stuff, which I ended up getting some. But I don't know if anyone's seen this. What the heck? Connection unstable. What's going on? All right. If the stream starts bugging out, just know that. Okay, I think the stream will be okay.
Okay.
All right. So Danny says, favorite NFS game of all time, and I can only pick one. Oh dear. This one is a true toss-up between the original Most Wanted and Carbon. For me, I know I originally said Most Wanted was my favorite, but I've been experiencing a lot more interesting stuff with Carbon, so I'm gonna have to go with Carbon.
I haven't played.
I know you were, what?
I haven't played many of the Need for Speed games. I did play one while I was at somebody's house on a PS2 that was Most Wanted, and I do own the Xbox 360 version of the updated Most Wanted, but I really haven't played it much.
The reboot that was the 2012 reboot.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a fan of the 2012 reboot because in my mind, it really had no storyline to it, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know if I showed anyone this. Well, actually, I know I did a video on it back in January, but I don't think I showed any updates to it. I made a custom next-gen Taco Mint racer.
From the NASCAR series. It's based on that series, right?
It's based on the NASCAR series, yes. But I actually ended up printing up decals that someone made for a next gen Taco Mint that Disney Docket has. But I used a different mold for mine. The one that he ended up using was more of this mold. I do have the HTB next gen from the NASCAR series, but mine is more of a copperish color with the believe it or not, all the decals are basically stickers. The only things that are not stickers are the headlights, the grill, the tail lights, the top of the spoiler, and the rookie stripes, which I tried to get them in the best position possible, but I couldn't get it without ruining the paint. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it in that one spot.
Do you have Jackson Storm? I'm kind of curious.
I do, but he's downstairs in my basement right now. Most of my car stuff, all the stuff that I already own is downstairs on a rack in the basement. So,
which version do you own? Do you own the 2017 version or the updated post, Cars 3 version?
Are you talking about the one where there's no window lines on the back and then the updated one has them?
Yeah, that.
I own both, believe it or not.
Huh. I technically own both too.
Sorry. I also own a really weird Cruz Ramirez, Dynaco Cruz Ramirez, but there's a decal error on the side where part of the Dynaco thing on the side is off by like this much, and it's like I saw that and I immediately picked that up because I'm like, oh, factory error.
Yeah.
But it's not in the box still because I usually open most of my stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, I have a factory error car from like 2007 or 8. It's the it's the original. I think it's one of the original releases of Radiator Springs McQueen, and he wasn't pressed properly onto his mold, so his chassis isn't
a little messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a table so I can put all this stuff to the side. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's literally I'm just right over here getting the table, so that really wasn't that difficult. I'm gonna be showing the stuff that I got that's out of the box first before I do the in the box stuff. Let me see. Oh, no. Almost dropped that. Whoops. So Tom Tank says he's also been making a diecast cars collection. That's cool.
If you get a chance to, you should check out the see if you can find any of Case J, as it was apparently a pretty uncommon case in America.
Okay, I could try. I mean, I don't really collect the cars as much as I used to, but I do still collect them here and there.
There was a few rarer releases in it. For example, I managed to get Case J at one of my stores, well, at least part of it.
Okay.
And in it, I managed to buy Bertha Butterswagen and Dana Crankoff.
Nice. Oh, come on. Why can't I get this out of there? What the heck is going on? That's part of it.
Do you know about Bertha Butterswagen?
I do, yeah. Wasn't she canceled initially?
Yep, back in 2010.
Interesting. And then she finally got a release, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. There's a certain car I'm looking for that I have in this area, but I don't exactly know where I put it. So I'm going to turn my camera off for a minute, see if I can find it, and I'll be right back. Because I think it's over in it's in the general vicinity of this area. I don't know exactly. It's okay. It's not here.
Oh, I'm gonna share a video with you of I recorded it off my TV because I couldn't find a high quality version of it online, zoomed in.
Okay.
But it's of Bertha Butterswagen in Cars 1. I'll send it to you. And if you look closely, you can actually see that she's dancing to Life is a Highway during the segment of the film in which she appears in before,
that's
you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. I need to seriously remember where I stuck this one character. I know I had. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, here she is. Okay, found her. Finally. I was looking for this because I have like three. I had like 2 of the 3 pieces over here.
Do you plan on like making customs based on what ifs? Like, you know, like what if?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Like if you had a custom made of, I think that the next gen Spiky Phillips was actually supposed to be female originally due to concept art having the eyelash designs, but the design was changed, so Spiky Phillips became a male. Okay. It was discussed in the Cars Iceberg I saw, made by the video is made by T Toy Reviews Ty.
This is who I was looking for. I had the cleaner from it, but I was looking for Millie herself. I have Millie here.
Ah.
Yeah. And I have the cone that came with her too, the little cone thing. But yeah, that's one of my out-of-the-box items. Then I got this 2-pack. I don't remember the exact names of one of the characters. This one. But the Zen Master Petty also came with this one.
I think that's Mike Fuse or something like that.
I could look it up because now... Is it Mike Fuse? You're right, it is. No, you're right, it is.
Yeah,
Is
I've
there
been.
a 2-pack of Mike Fuse and the Zen Master Pity I also got. That was one of my target holes.
Do you have the original release of Zen Master Pity?
I don't, unfortunately. I know it came with a 2-pack of Mater and the Zen Master Pity, but I never got that when I was a kid.
Yeah, so here's something interesting I learned from Toy Reviews Ty. He actually brought up that early releases of the Zen Master Pity were missing the facial hair. And then after it was corrected, they had the faceplate, but that updated version has an error of its own, which is the back wheels on the model are missing their little caps on the ends.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's still a nice model overall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could probably get both models, pop the caps off of the other one's wheels, pop them in, and then you'd have basically the ultimate Zen Master Pity.
Yeah. Really quick, Jonathan Moore Company asked, do you remember Project Tiger Moth? Yes, I do. That was awesome.
I haven't seen it.
I recommend it. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. But yeah, here's another, this is another one of my target hauls. The Thailand variant of the King.
That's the one with the separately fitted eye plates, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I got that one in a 2-pack with Linda Weathers, so.
That's nice. And then I also got the newer version of the Damaged King, which also I noticed has a slightly different facial expression than the original release. It's more of a smiling expression.
Well,
it almost looks like the scene after Lightning takes him back to Linda Weathers and she kisses Lightning on the cheek for helping him out.
I don't know if like it's a version for like Cars 2 or 3, but I actually got a second Sarge in a Goodwill haul, and he has a few minor differences compared to the original Sarge that I got that appears to be from like 2006 or 7. I'll send you some pictures. It's mainly just color stuff, but something odd is the windows are almost completely different color.
Okay. All right. This is my last part of my Target haul because all of these were from Target. This was the last one, and I've been looking for this one for a while. Lightning and Mater with that hook that you could hook him on.
Oh, the 2-pack of
I've been looking for that for so long, and when I saw it, I went instant sold, and I got it.
Yeah, I have a question about that. Do you plan on getting that pack with the original McQueen and Race Official Tom, because that version has the updated McQueen with the little holes for Mater's hook in the bottom?
Actually, believe it or not, I think one of my new in the box items, yes, it already has it.
Huh.
Okay, well that works out.
Yeah, same thing with Bugmouth McQueen. The recent release of him has the little holes in the bottom of his chassis so you can hook Mater to him.
That's cool. What's also funny is that the Damaged King also has the holes in the bottom to hook him onto Mater.
Huh. Well, I can kind of understand that one because,
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm actually going to be honest, that's pretty cool, not going to lie.
Didn't the original the early release of Damaged Chuck Armstrong have like a feature where you could hook him up to Tow Truck Tom or?
Yes, I believe so. I know the damaged. You said the damaged one, right?
Yeah.
Isn't the damaged one like really, really, like really hard to find now?
I think so. He's like, "Don't take me out, coach. I can still race."
Yep. I think I think last time I saw he went for like 200 new in the box. I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm like, no, thank you. As much as I would have wanted him when I was a kid, no, thank you for that price.
I managed to get a Chase diecast recently when I was visiting Goodwill.
Really? Which one?
I think it's called Radiator Springs Ramon. He's from the end credits of Cars 2.
Oh, I remember that one, I think. Isn't it like the green one with like all the yellow lines? Artist, or is it called Artist Ramon?
No, that one's from the beginning of the film. That's Artist Ramon / Body Shop.
I'm thinking of a totally different scene then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's got this kind of like sunset pattern to him, like yellows, oranges, and purples.
Oh, like a tie-dye sort of color.
I think I still have an image of him, so I'll send that. I sent you that clip of Bertha Butterswagon dancing to,
Oh,
Life is a
yeah, that
Highway.
I know which one that is. Yeah, I've seen it. I know that one.
Yeah, so she's a confirmed fan of Rascal Flatts. Add that to the wiki.
Okay, so the last couple of items, believe it or not, I don't know if anyone knew this or not. I used the No Stall Next Gen as a mold for when I made the Tacklemint Next Gen. Yeah. Let me put the Tacklemint over here. Of course, I already showed off the HGB Next Gen. Rowdy Revenbush. I actually got him for Christmas this past year, 2022.
Here's an image of that Ramon that I picked up.
Oh yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of after the other one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the other next gens, the Fiber Fuel, Sidewall Shine, Shifty Drug, and Retread, I've already had. I got them Christmas of 21, but I don't think I've showed them on stream or in a video yet.
I only own technically one Next Gen, not counting duplicates, and that's Jackson Storm.
Interesting.
I picked up the 2022 version in case J, and I had the original 2017 version from Goodwill Haul, but he's covered in scrapes and damage.
Hex Hawks Productions, I'm really sorry, but I'm not publicly giving the stream link out this particular stream. Maybe the next one. It's really hard to explain why. I'm not doing it to be rude at all, but it's just this particular stream. I just do not want to give the stream link out publicly. I'm sorry, but maybe next stream I'll see.
So here's the Sarges I was talking about. The one on the left is the new one, and the one on the right is the one that I owned.
Okay, I do see a couple little differences. One is like slightly more darker in color.
Yeah, it's more saturated, I think. And also, I noticed that it's not unibody exactly, but he's more parts in the original version, and he has a more simplified design for the updated version.
Interesting.
That being, his roof no longer is a separate piece, which actually fixes a problem with mine, which is that the roof was always slightly disconnected.
Yeah, one of my old Sarge models had that too.
Mm-hmm. And this one actually seems to have slightly better quality paint, because my original one, the star, you can kind of see it in the image, the star was starting to get scratched off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad I could retire my old Sarge before he became too damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny just wrote, he does have a point with this. It does get crazy really fast, and it gets really hard to maintain a call when there's more than 6 people in the stream. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't usually give out the stream link publicly, but maybe next stream we'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna start. Let me start moving these off to the side. I've got a lot of characters up here. Because I'm now gonna start unboxing my new in the box stuff. There's one 5-pack that I got that I'm saving for last, because I really want to save that one as like best for last. Hector Orlando 68. Hello, how's it going? All right, so it was 2 2-pack, 4 singles, and 1 5-pack. So I may as well. I'm not defaulting to Lightning McQueen just yet. The first one that I got was Gearston Marshall.
Ah, nice.
The on the road releases. Hold on, I gotta get my garbage can from over here because I know I'm gonna need it. All right, got it. All right.
I've got one Cars on the Road item currently, and that's the color changer Rumbler McQueen.
Okay.
And it's weird. He's like kind of the worst color changer, like design wise, because he's got all these patches on him that are supposed to be different colors.
All right, here he is.
Mm-hmm. Salt Flats racers always look pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the Soft Flats racers.
It's a shame, I'm gonna just say this: Cars on the Road should have had episodes that were like 10 to 15 minutes instead of 5 to 10, and they should have had at least 13 episodes in the season, because not only is that a more standard TV length, but 15 minutes, or well, around that time, it would be kind of like watching a Cars TV show.
Yeah. Really quick, Danny asked, what platform are we using? We're using StreamYard. It's on the PC. This next one, I love the design of this one, but there's one thing I don't like about the mold. It's K-Pillar Durev, and it's using Sterling's mold. I'm like, what?
Yeah, usually, even if you see,
I'm like, really, Mattel?
well, I'm just, it's upsetting that it's this one time, that, I mean, they've had a few cars reuse molds before, like piston cup racers, but it's
in a
just,
way, it's as if it's as if Sterling was playable in one of the games, and this was one of his paint jobs. If you think about it,
before Cars on the Road, I kind of thought that like before it released, I kind of suspected that K-Pillar Durev was Sterling in disguise, or maybe one of his relatives.
Yeah, I mean, the mold is the same thing, though. I mean, nice release overall. Love the details. Love the paint scheme. All right, so our next one in these singles, I believe this is a 2022 item. If I look, it might be. I really want to see if this is the case. It actually doesn't say what case it is. It is 22. It is Heyday River Scott.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to pick up a few Cars releases that I saw at the store. I saw those snowmobiles, and there was 4 of them.
I was gonna get one of those at Target, but it wasn't in their system, and they were trying so hard to look for it. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. It's fine. I was like, okay, no worries.
The 4 snowmobiles at the store were being sold for half price.
Really?
Yeah, so I could have been getting them for around.
Hold on one second.
5.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
They were selling them for about like $7 or $8 because they were, holiday themed, but they were discounted to be around $4 at the store. So if they're still there in a little while, I'm probably going to pick them up.
Okay. Oh, so James Jr. I don't know. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to butcher it. I'm so sorry. Hello. Nice to see you. Burke the Blue Engine. Hello. Oh, congratulations on reaching 1K subs. Tom Tank, yeah, Pixar was really lazy with their assets library for Cars on the Road. And he has River Scott in the collection. Just out of curiosity, is it the Heyday version or the normal version? Like the one from later on in Cars 3? I'm really curious to know because I have both. But yeah. So I actually didn't show it on camera yet. So here it is, out of box, Heyday River Scott.
I'm trying to think. There was this I'm trying to remember what it was about, but oh yeah, I had this really cool idea for a Cars on the Road color changer.
Mm-hmm.
Randy from episode 2.
Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to show this. This little barrier came with the HGB Next Gen.
So you remember Randy? He was the hearse from episode 2.
I believe so, yes. Hi, Caden. Nice to see you.
Do you remember the twist about Randy from, I'm just making sure that if, you don't remember that specific episode, the twist at the end with Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, think about this. Randy going from the color, like his natural die-cast color, he'd go from red to green.
That'd be interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right, and the last single that I have here is the Lightning with the Rusty sign.
Yeah, I heard that that's an inaccurate release. The sign uses different graphics from the actual movie, and McQueen he should have had at least an alternate face expression, like, shock or disappointment.
I mean, I got it anyway just for the sign. Hold on one sec.
Do you know about the censorship that went on the Disney Pixar Cars YouTube channel?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, do you know about the censorship that happened on the Disney Pixar Cars YouTube channel?
No,
I
probably tomorrow though.
don't remember that actually.
Oh, well, basically, they censored some elements of the first movie by changing dialogue in the subtitles so that,
Yeah.
you want to see some of the stuff they changed?
Yeah. Here, by the way, here is the one with the sign. It detaches and it comes on and off.
Lightning McQueen here, and I used Rusty's medicated bumper ointment, new rear end formula. Nothing soothes a
So it
rusty
works
bumper
well.
like Rusty's. Wow.
Didn't
look
it
at
say
that
something like would take like 36 weeks or something like that?
up to 36 weeks. So
Up to 36 weeks. That was, I never noticed that when I was a kid, and then when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god.
and it's even funnier considering, they're basically selling a medicated butt cream.
Yeah.
And of course,
All
McQueen
right.
would be embarrassed about that. So
The first 2-pack that I got was Royce Rebsley and That's Jammin' from Cars on the Road.
I was gonna get the color changer release of That's Jammin' as I saw him at one of my stores, but I noticed that he had damage in the packaging.
Okay.
I used to know this girl called Doreen. Good looking girl. She just looks like a door.
What are you talking about? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Lightning McQueen, I made it right there. Nice.
Oh, that scene. If you have the Mater's Tall Tales DVD, in one of the behind-the-scenes documentaries about Mater's development, you can actually see an extended version of that scene. Doreen's name is changed, and Mater actually has a more extended explanation for that scene.
That's interesting.
You can also hear alternate takes of Mater lines and a few storyboards for elements, for different... Oh, actually, there are full story reels on the DVD for Mater the Greater, Mater Private Eye, and Unidentified Flying Mater.
Interesting.
Wait, was it Mater Private Eye? I think it was Mater Private Eye. But there's a lot of there's a ton of bonus features on the DVD because they basically only had like 45 minutes or so of actual footage on it. They could pack it with a bunch of stuff.
Without removing the flags. Hold on one sec, guys.
How are you doing? And how is everyone doing in the live chat as well?
I guess I'm doing fine. I've been looking into censorship in media a lot recently, like, different censored releases of movies and TV shows.
Oh, nice.
They censored Disney Pixar Cars content on the YouTube channel by changing the subtitles, so it sounds like, the characters are saying something different.
I didn't know about that.
Well, if you have a DVD copy of Cars, like the early releases, check the subtitles while watching the YouTube channel's uploads of scenes. Some notable examples of scenes being altered are the McQueen is missing scene and the Rusty Cars scene in the tent at Rusty's.
Hello.
Realized I was unmuted. All right, here's That's Jammin' and Royce Rebsley.
Nice. The color of the wheels always annoys me on the end. Like, it's not like they couldn't have done a spray effect, like an airbrush effect on the wheels to make it look like salt, but they just made the wheels fully white.
Yeah.
And it's not like they haven't done that before. They did it with, like, snow releases, I believe, and, of course, the Fireball Beach releases. So,
yeah. Before I start opening this one, ended up getting this one as well.
Nice.
So here's the censored scenes that I was talking about. I'll send them over to you. So the first one is the scene. I had to take pictures off my TV of them, but because I can't get the subtitles to appear when recording it properly.
Yeah.
And there's two scenes here. The first one is the introduction to the McQueen is missing scene.
Okay.
And in the YouTube version, it says, "Is he going to coach the car girls?" But in the uncensored TV, like the DVD version, it says, "Is it true he's going to pose for car girl?"
Oh,
Yep.
that's interesting.
That's about
Uh-huh.
the time he started his relationship with Katie Holmes.
If you hear my dad, if you hear talking in the background, it's just my dad talking to my uncle.
Okay. And there's another scene where in the Rusty's tent, you can see a car saying, in the YouTube version, he says that race was pressure, but in the uncensored DVD version, he says that race was a pisser. So
Oh, that's interesting.
they censored mild dialogue.
Yeah. All right, here's the road trip lightning. And
Something
then I do like the finish of the gold finish on this one.
I got 2 different cruise items recently, but I don't have her normal die cast.
I have the what cruise is it? The one with the 95 on her? I don't know. It's another.
I think it's either called 95 Cruise or Track Damage Cruise,
Yeah,
depending on which
something like that.
version. I got.
I'm not an expert at the merchandise for cars, but I know cars itself. I didn't know the merchandise.
I picked up 5 of the original Wave 1 of the die-cast minis for cars. Like the actual first wave. They're still selling them at one of my stores. I picked up a few of the packs. Somebody sent me the codes so I could identify which ones they were. And I got a Cruise die-cast. But then, a little before that, I picked up the Disney Store version of Dinoco Cruise. But I still don't have the normal Cruise die-cast yet.
Yeah.
All
right.
Sorry.
So this is the final thing, that the final one of my haul that I got. I saved this for last, and there's a reason why I got this. This gave me Cars the video game vibes.
Oh my god, I remember that that part in the video game, the Tailfin Pass segment.
The Delinquent Road Hazards race, yeah. That's the reason why I got this, because it gave me Cars the video game vibes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm doing it. I was like, I don't care. I'm getting this. I was like, I don't care if it's $20, I'm getting it.
That's actually not a bad deal if it's $20. Because
this was at my local Walmart that I got it.
Cars items usually go for around $5, so you technically saved about $5.
Yeah.
Well, between $5 and $8, so you could have saved between $5.
Yeah.
To
Oh.
I'm actually pretty lazy, so I will.
They're taped on the bottom. That's weird. Interesting. Look at that. They're all taped. They're taped onto the bottom instead of being like twist tied on. That's interesting.
Yeah. I haven't actually ever purchased one of those Cars multi-packs. The most I got was the 2-packs with the King and Linda and the Krusty Rotor and Floyd Mulvihill 2-pack. I seem to have the ability to draw cars with the same design as Claude Scruggs to my store, because that's all I could seem to find for Piston Cup racers. The one time I find they have freaking Manny Flywheel, literally the next day he's sold.
Wow. Oh, they are tied on too. Never mind.
Probably use the tape as some extra measure just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Removing the tape first. Oh boy, I don't want to crack these. I don't want to break these. There's another thing I want to show, but I haven't. I don't want to show it just yet.
Are the DJ versions? I'm kind of curious. I never got a clear answer, but is that the updated version of DJ where he has
the green stripes on the side? Yes.
Because I've heard that for some reason a few later releases, even now, supposedly had the blue stripes. I'm stuck with an early release of him.
Wait, what's going on? I'm confused. What? I was AFK.
Oh, we were discussing the variants of DJ from Cars. Like,
who is he? Oh, you mean the guy who makes the noise, the music?
Made Mac fall asleep. Pretty music.
Yeah. All right, so he's out.
I'm not quite sure what year, but I remember reading about it.
Now I just
62.
got to get the rubber off the wheels.
Something amazing about
Pretty
watching
good, yeah.
Cars with the subtitles on is that I missed a few things because I've got busted speakers. Two of the things that I noticed. First off,
Mhm.
well, you know, aside from a few adult jokes I missed, one of the things was that when McQueen first meets Mater, he calls him Tomater.
Oh. Okay. All right. So
Hey Matt,
this is DJ out of the box. Yeah.
you know how you did those memes of Steve?
Yes.
I did my own.
Oh, nice.
Hey, don't
All
worry, it's not actually copyright, so I'll show it to you in a minute.
Okay. But yeah, no, I finally. Yeah, this is 360, I guess. Oh, nice. There's that, and then he changed his profile pic. Nice.
There was another thing that I noticed when I was watching the film with subtitles on. I noticed it because my speakers are terrible with audio. Apparently, in the courtroom scene, Fillmore calls McQueen a fascist, and then Sarge calls him a commie.
Oh,
Usually a Grand Tail sign.
that's funny, actually. All right, so DJ's out. Gonna do Boost next.
Usually a Grand Tail sign.
I thought the stream was lagging again.
I noticed a few frame drops occasionally, but it seems to be pretty consistent.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of frame drops. I don't know why. I'm just gonna stick them in this cup here, little strings.
I'm not sure if they're rare, but I do own a few older Cars die-casts that don't seem to be, you know, as common anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I managed to pick up the early release of Boost, where he had the red metallic rims instead of the silvery ones.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, here's Boost is here,
Mm-hmm. And you got the version with the silver rims.
which it looks nice. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. The red rims, though, they look pretty cool too. If you
Yeah.
have that version, metallic red looks pretty cool. That's why Radiator Springs McQueen is probably my favorite version of him.
I'm opening up Snot Rod next. I'm not doing Wingo just yet.
Do you have any lenticulars?
Yes, they are also downstairs.
I picked up my first lenticular recently at a Goodwill. He's in a little rough shape, but
Nice.
I swear you want it to happen.
this
All right,
is...
so here's Snot Rod.
Somebody made a joke about Snot Rod making Muscle Man noises from regular show, and like, you know the noises Muscle Man makes if you've ever seen the show? Do you know the noises
Yeah, I
he
know what
makes
you're
when he's
getting
upset?
at. Reeb D, hello. Nice to see you.
And I was just thinking, Snot Rod, but with a Muscle Man voice. That would be kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, now I'm on to Wingo, finally. Oh, come on, get in there. Okay, got it. Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong one. You know, I may as well get two out, because why the heck not?
I'm working on a project which is like a revival of Mater's Tall Tales, but with way wackier stories.
Okay.
One of them is a parody. So, you know, like, I'm not trying to be like, I'm trying to describe it. So, you know how some people do those weird, like, I'm not saying the way you did it was weird, but like just random appearances of Cars characters in Thomas media and vice versa.
Yeah.
I had this joke where after Cars 2, Mater somehow gets sent to Sodor while he's still in England.
That's funny, actually.
And then I had this other idea, which is a parody of the first Terminator film, but with Mater, Sven, a second Mater, and McQueen.
Oh.
And it's called The Terminator.
The Terminator. I love it. All right, so here's Wingo. I do like the lighter green on him though.
You notice that Wingo still has an error in his release, even though it's been like 15 years?
Isn't it this top part right there?
Actually, it's the fact that he doesn't have any flames on his spoiler or the back of his design because there's painted
yeah,
flames
look at
on
that.
it.
Yeah, he doesn't have any flames back there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spoiler's pretty bare too.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks good either way though.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one was the lightning that came with the set. I got to get the little things out. Hold on.
I don't remember. I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think Dad thought it was a good movie.
Okay, shaking those out.
Yeah.
There we go. Whatever. All right, last one, the lightning that came with the set.
Ah, nice. It's the updated Cars 1 McQueen.
Yeah.
I noticed
This one doesn't have the holes in the bottom that hook up the mater though, but the other one does.
Yeah, they should we should really like come up with slightly more creative names for a few of the McQueen variants. We call him Cars 1 McQueen.
Yeah.
Like we should call him Rookie McQueen because well, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And there's Cars 3 McQueen, which is the McQueen paint job used throughout most of the film, and it's not the Rusty's paint job used in the beginning or the Rusty's Racing Center paint scheme, which is, you know, the wrap. They should really call that one something else, like, I don't know, Florida McQueen or maybe Training McQueen. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. All right. The last thing that I want to show, but I'm actually starting to get a little tired. I might end the stream here in a bit, but the last thing I want to show is I got a custom Ada. I thought it broke. Never mind. Ada, Jane, and Mabel. Basically, I got them on eBay.
Ah,
it was a pair. Nice. It was custom.
I've been thinking about how to introduce certain characters in my series, like Railway series and such, without massively altering the timeline. Like, I'm trying to come up with a smooth transition for a few characters to be introduced into my series, because despite mostly focusing on TV characters, there are a few Railway series, magazine, and CGI characters who appear.
All right. I'm turning my camera back off, but I might keep the stream going for a little bit more because I think there may be one other person that in Discord that wants to join, but I'm not sure when he's going to be on. But yeah, I'll try to keep the stream going a little bit more.
Okay. Would you like to hear a little bit about the Terminator?
Yeah.
Okay, so it starts off basically like Mater's just going around goofing off and doing stuff when suddenly, you know, the joke is that there's two Maters now, and one of them is the Terminator. And then Sven shows up to save Mater. And the joke is it's a play off the fact that you'd expect, you know, the Terminator character to be Sven because he's the Arnold Schwarzenegger parody, but instead he's the hero. Which, I mean, it's more similar to Terminator 2, but I find the idea of Sven being the one kind of funny. And then, of course, there'd be a joke where there'd be stuff like the Terminator going around and, you know, causing havoc. And then there's a joke where at one point the Terminator gets hit by Chick Hicks's hauler. Chick Hicks peeks out and he's like, "Who the hell's that?" And then like the Terminator crawls up and, you know, takes over Chick's position in the hauler. And then, you know, he says, "After them," or something like that. And, you know, and of course there's a joke where McQueen's like, "What? No way. That did not happen." And then Mater's like, "Don't you remember? You was there too," during the scene, like the truck chase. And of course, Mater and Sven are both riding on top of McQueen because, you know, he's fast.
Yeah.
And of course,
that's actually pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Thank you. There's even a few jokes where like it's like almost Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes with Sven, but they always get cut off by something else, like "get to the," like, you know, like he's about to say "get to the chopper," but it's changed to something else. Like, what's a good example? I don't
that
know,
is a
but
pretty
there'd
good
be a joke
example.
where he says like, "Come with me if you want to survive."
Yeah.
Like just almost Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. Talk to the
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah. I'm loading something up. I'm gonna see if I could get this to work.
I sent you a video of the lenticular McQueen that I got, and he's really cool. I get why people dislike the lenticulars, but the effect can be pretty cool in well-lit areas.
Yeah.
Also, I found out about this canceled Cars Cars comic with
Yeah.
McQueen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send an image of the cover and the Also, I learned this recently. Apparently, McQueen was supposed to crash in Cars 1 at some
Interesting.
point. So this was a planned Boom comic, like for with McQueen.
Yeah.
Here's the cover and a draft of the cover, and as you can see, McQueen is saying a very particular word, but gets cut off from.
uh,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
that's actually pretty funny.
Well, let me show you this. I got my color changer McQueen at just the right time to make this clip, and it's
That's after his divorce from Katie Holmes.
this is a recreation of that.
You know that she got money. You know
Yeah.
she got a lot of money.
Also,
I'm just gonna say this for anyone watching the stream. If you hear stuff in the background, it's just my dad talking to my uncle.
That's his third divorce too.
Oh shit.
I recreated the McQueen bit with the him swearing, but of course getting cut off.
Yeah.
The concept of McQueen swearing is just such a silly idea, but
Yeah.
somebody actually managed to get some like Pixar rough test animation out about the time of Cars 3, which showed somebody using Yumi and Dupree audio with Lightning McQueen to animate lip sync.
That's funny. Master volume. I'm gonna turn that down. I'm turning the music off because I don't know if anything's copyrighted from this game.
I'd really like to see some like fan project where they I know there's probably something out there, but I'd like to see somebody mix all three of the Cars video games from the original run together, but make a few like quality of life improvements to them, like making all the Piston Cup cars their actual designs instead of just random ones, adding in stuff like continuity with models and the maps.
Yeah.
And some other stuff like cut content.
Okay, that worked. Actually, hang on. I'm turning the master volume down just a bit more. All right, I gotta run.
I sent you a video that I made a while back, which was why I shouldn't be in charge of writing Cars on the Road Season 2. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think so.
I actually included a reference to a deleted scene from the Cars video game in there where Mater asks Theodore Tugboat and Fodek if one of them is named Roy.
Yeah.
Like, just...
Yeah.
I heard he was a meth head.
I'd really like to see a complete version of some of those cutscenes because they're,
Yeah.
They're unfinished. They don't have completed lighting, completed modeling. But I've heard that a few of them actually have like completed mini games related to them.
Interesting.
Like there was one with Bessie, the Mater one.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
I got some Hot Wheels cars recently from like all my Goodwill trips, and
Oh, nice.
So kind of interesting thing I learned about them is that so one of them is this red like stock car from like NASCAR races, and it kind of looks like Proto McQueen from the Cars 1 storyboards.
Okay. And also the teaser trailer, probably.
Yeah. I'd be kind of interested to see like a what if to see like how that McQueen would look like fully realized. I know there's some
Yeah.
test footage that shows off some like early test animation of him looking around, but
Yeah,
I'd like to see like a fully realized scene with him, you know, like
that
talking
would
and
be
stuff.
kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
It would be really cool if somebody like leaked a like uncut director's cut version of Cars with like
Tom
a
Tech
bunch.
Productions was saying the game's a bit buggy. Yeah, I don't know why the stream is lagging so hard.
Huh. It only
Yeah,
seems to pause for like
the frame delays are like really bad. I know.
I do actually. I did think of this kind of funny idea for like. So
Well, that emergency evade almost didn't work. Oh, what? They busted me for that?
stop right
Okay.
there, criminal scum! You have violated the
We are
law.
Trying this again. Yeah, this is like really lagging. Oh my goodness.
So here's a question: if in the Cars series a character gets kidnapped, is that Grand Theft
Actually, hold
Auto
on. I
or
might have to.
Oh no!
I had to bust myself for a minute because I had to check a Discord DM.
Oh.
And there was no way I could do that while in the middle of the pursuit. I was like, whatever. Yeah. I might actually stop screen sharing this just because it is starting to get a little buggy. I'm still going to be playing it in the background, but yeah.
Yeah.
Change car. Aston Martin. No.
Have you seen that video of that like that Saturday Night Live sketch where they had like Owen Wilson recording lines for Cars 4?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
They predicted cars on the road.
Yeah.
You know, I do kind of wish Cars on the Road was 13 episodes because you know that's the standard length of a TV show,
Yeah.
and that each episode had, you know, like about 11 minutes of content in it.
Yeah.
Because it would feel more like watching an actual Cars TV show than just like 5 to 10 minute long shorts.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And it would have been really cool if they brought some stuff like just the Planes characters back. I know that the films kind of didn't do that well, but it would have
Yeah.
been nice if they had some like actual stuff for it, like McQueen and Mater visit Prop Wash, and Mater's like, "I told you about this place. This Planes
Yeah.
are friendly," like that, and then like McQueen and Dusty meet each other, and there's like a joke where neither of them
Yeah.
knows who the other is.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there'd be a joke where like Mater and Chug are fighting over who's the better racer, while like Dusty and McQueen are just kind of chill, they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Like Mater's like, McQueen is totally the better racer. He's cool and fast and stuff. And then like Chug's like, well, I can tell you this. Dusty could fly laps around McQueen like that, and then, you know, like,
Yeah.
they'd be arguing in the background.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd be
McQueen and
pretty
Dusty
funny.
are both getting like a can of oil and just hanging out.
Yeah.
And like other stuff like that. It would have been all, you know, if they have the trucks episode, they should do a few other modes of transport. Boats.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
An episode on like the railroad, that would be cool. Also, something I learned recently is that Unidentified Flying Mater was actually going to have more parody of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
If you check out the storyboard for Unidentified Flying Mater, you can actually see that the original.
Oh, I didn't mean to exit the game. Dag nabbit. I'm gonna have to reload the game. I'll do that in a minute. I'm sorry to interrupt, but hold that thought. I got to do something for my dad. I'll be right back. I'm not hanging up, just muting.
Okay. I'm sorry about the background noise.
All right, I'm back.
Go that side for me.
All right.
So,
I'm back.
so do you have Mater's Tall Tales on DVD? If you do, there's a special feature where you can actually look at story reels for the episodes,
Okay.
which are basically like just storyboards with full voice acting.
Okay.
And in the story reel for Unidentified Flying Mater, you can actually see that the crossing scene was actually supposed to be much more direct parody of Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Interesting.
Have you seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I have bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Like the crossing scene?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that scene is, much more direct parody in the original version of Unidentified Flying Mater. Also, in that
Interesting.
version, Mator actually has a slightly different design.
I'm not giving the stream link out publicly. I'm sorry.
There is something that I learned kind of interesting, like a little interesting tidbit recently. So I didn't actually know about the unmade tales for a while. I learned about them before I got the DVD, but I didn't get the DVD until like late last year. But
Okay.
so there is in the DVD you can actually see the unmade tales, and one of them actually shows real dinosaurs. So that means that Cars on the Road changed the continuity a little bit.
Interesting.
If we're going by the original plot of Time Travel Mater, originally titled Backwards to the Forwards.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying that they changed the continuity a little bit if we're going by the original plan for Backwards to the Forwards, aka Time Travel Mater.
All right.
Also, here's kind of a weird question. Was Doc the mayor of Radiator Springs?
Wait, what was that second part? I heard the first part. What was the second part you said?
Is Doc the mayor of Radiator Springs in the first Cars movie? I know he's the judge.
He's the judge. I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. And to add to that is does that mean that he would I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Actually, on a slightly different topic, where does McQueen live? I know that for the first movie and part of the games, you could see him living in one of the cones, but he should probably find some like permanent residence after that.
Yeah.
I have a theory that he actually, moved into and converted Doc's, his clinic to be the museum as well as his home. Like he lives in the garage, and that's why in Cars 3 you saw him basically sulking around in his, primer with a few minor decals on him.
Yeah, nah, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Also, you ever realize that the houses in cars aren't really exactly houses? They're basically just garages with a few minor side rooms.
Yeah.
I like that detail. You don't really ever see normal doors in the
Yeah.
movies.
I noticed that as well.
It's a nice bit of continuity
Yeah.
because there's not really humans. Also, a minor error I noticed that between Planes and Cars 2, well, Planes and Planes 2 and Cars 2, they actually, so the planes are basically just giant birds. But
Yeah.
in Cars 2, you notice that there's these little, like, El Chupacabra-esque little planes around France. You know, you notice all the little ones, they're
Yeah.
designed to be like pigeons. But
Yeah.
in the planes movies, you see that most of the actual, like the birds, they're small gliders. Like you got the red prop balsa thrush in Planes 2,
Yeah.
which is, like one of those rubber band driven
Yeah.
planes.
Gotta do this again. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta mute again. Oh, well, it says Cade in the Tank Engine says his birthday is tomorrow. Happy early birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
All right.
I just thought of this. So if the so I mentioned that there are gliders in the first Planes film. You can actually see a bunch of gliders above that river in India.
Okay.
They're designed to look like birds. So I think it's interesting how they chose planes without like actual engines to represent the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have a theory about cars. Evolution. I know that's a really weird thing to bring up, but think about it. Maybe certain varieties of vehicle are supposed to partially resemble animals. I've heard the theory about Mater supposedly being designed to represent a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So and the cattle are all different like farm / industrial vehicles.
Yeah.
So in Planes 2, you can actually see Roombas. So what do you think like an evolved form of a Roomba would be?
I don't know.
My guess, a street sweeper.
Yeah.
Because, and like, I'm trying to think of like an actual animal that would be. The closest thing I could think of is like bottom feeders in the ocean, but that's like the closest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty logical.
Trying to think of what the cars themselves would be. Like, it's a really weird thing. Would they be like dogs or cats or rabbits or something? You know,
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I mean, the closest thing I could think of for like a fire engine would be like, well, I guess an elephant, sort of.
Maybe.
I did have this funny idea. So I know that the joke is that Red never talks, but I did have an idea for if I ever had a joke like he says, "Well, I can talk. You guys just never let me speak," like that. And then like there's a scene
that works. That
where
does
there's
work.
like a scene where like one of the characters is talking to Red and he's about to say something, and then like they keep going on and on with it, but they keep like
Yeah.
answering their own questions without
Yeah.
you know, and he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Also, I was talking with some people about what Cars characters, if they played TF2, what classes they'd play, and I said Red is the pyro. You know, doesn't speak, and
Yeah.
I mean technically the opposite of it, but you know, he puts out fires, so maybe he enjoys setting fires occasionally in the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how they had the Star Wars Cars crossover series where they had Red as Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that there's a few things in it that they've got to, you know, represent. Like, you know, like obviously McQueen would be like Luke and, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But three things that kind of confuse me. Number one, well, why didn't they like it would have been really cool if they had like the X-Wings. Like, I know they had like a few TIE fighter things, but like, you know, they had the X-Wing shown as like part of McQueen, but it would have been really cool if they made like the land speeder an attachment too. Like you could get like the land speeder as like, you know, it's like something that, you know, Luke would like hook up to like himself, you know, to get around faster.
Yeah.
Same thing, like not exactly the same, but it also kind of confused me that they didn't do like I know that it's kind of the point, like having Fillmore as Yoda, because you know, but I'm just the tiniest bit surprised that they didn't go for somebody a little smaller.
Yeah.
And third thing, it's kind of confusing, but it's also a genius move to make like Mater Darth Vader, because it's Darth Mater.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Although I don't entirely get Sarge as the Emperor. I'm working on a King of the Hill Star Wars parody, which is like Bobby and Joseph find a camera and want to remake Star Wars, so they get like, you know, friends and family to play the roles.
Yeah.
I thought of this one. I'm trying to figure out who Cotton Hill would be, because he could be Obi-Wan Kenobi, like an angry little Obi-Wan, or he could be Yoda, or he could be the Emperor.
Yeah.
Any one of those would work, but I gotta find the perfect one. Like the concept, because he's like, not only is he short, but he can be wise at points, so I could see him as Yoda. But the concept of him being like an angry little Obi-Wan is kind of funny too. And also his attitude is kind of perfect for the Emperor. Like, he could be like, "What did I tell you, boy? Do it."
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello.
You've only been streaming for just over an hour? Oh, I thought you've been streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the fact that in the Cars Pixar, you know, like Star Wars line, they had, you know, Ramon as Han Solo and the King as Lando. It's like
that was cool. Up, wait, G left again.
I mean, it's a little like unorthodox choices, but they work really well.
Yeah.
Also, do you think that if like if they continued the line, do you think they would have made any characters from the prequels or sequels?
All right.
I could see them probably doing a few, and I'm trying to visualize like any characters that they would pick. I know that they did some pretty clever stuff, like having they had Luigi and Guido as R2D2 and C3PO, and that's gold right there.
Yeah, that is gold.
Uh-huh. And trying to think of like I know that the line was pretty small, but they had a few like they had like Sally was Leia. I'm trying to think of any other releases they had. They didn't really have that many. I'm trying to think of what?
Yeah.
Back to the King of the Hill Star Wars thing real quick. I thought of this scene where it's like you remember the scene where Obi-Wan cuts off Ponda Baba's arm in the Mos Eisley Cantina?
I believe so. Yeah.
What if that scene was with Cotton? Like, there's a scene where, like he cuts off Ponda Baba's arm, but then he grabs the arm and just starts winging him over the head with it.
Yeah.
And then he throws the arm away and then grabs one of the stools and just just drops it. And then he just waddles away.
Sorry to interrupt, but Fruit Punch Man 15 is backstage. I am going to add him.
Smoothie.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
All is good. What are you?
Good. I don't know if you saw earlier in the stream, I was doing some cars unboxing.
I don't think I saw it yet.
Yeah. It's all the way in like the beginning of the stream. I was doing a bunch of unboxing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just so your profile picture is Funtime Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. I was just thinking Dale Gribble at sister location. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Like, these robots aren't made by Afton. They're from the government to spy on our kids.
Oh, that's funny.
You think he's a singing bear, but he's actually doing something much worse. He's taking down your credit card information. And then Hank's like, Dale, that is just asinine.
Yeah.
911, who is it?
Yeah. I love the concept of weird King of the Hill crossovers. Like I mentioned the King of the Hill thing, but it's like the characters have like a Star Wars remake thing, and they have a few characters like I did have a few ideas, and one of them is trying to figure out who Cotton would be, because he could be Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or excuse me, the Emperor. Any of them would be absolute gold. And I saw somebody do this King of the Hill Bob's Burgers like animation, and it looked pretty neat because you could kind of see the way the shows would work together, because Bob's Burgers, it's kind of in a similar thing to King of the Hill. There's definitely a lot more wackiness to it, but it's got more slice of life stuff than something like The Simpsons or Family Guy would have.
If you guys are, if I'm being quiet and all, I do apologize. I am getting so much done on this project that I'm doing.
Oh, when you're just like really, really like concentrating.
Oh yeah, I got a lot. I think I got like almost the first bit of it done.
That's great. Oh, really quick, I had to turn my camera on. Donnie, I don't know if I showed you. Guess who came today?
Who came? Already?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, Ada, Jane, and Mabel finally came.
Can Tom Tank Productions join? I'll send them the link.
Been there, done that.
Oh, fuck.
And remember, I know I said certain people I'm not giving the link. Just, it's still like that. It's like I'm only sending the link to certain people. So if you don't get the link, it's not any.
Basically, it's no offense. It's more like it's like a more of a like friends only ordeal, pretty much. I think that's what he's kind of going for here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a message from what is it? It's Vic a bit ago.
Be right back, okay?
It's okay. Sonic was streaming a bit ago. I don't know if you know Sonic the Moby Insane.
Not familiar with that.
I forgot what's your name up there.
My name, like my YouTube name?
Username,
Yeah. You don't know me. I'm unknowable. But I'm Lysander.
Okay,
What is it?
Lysander OC. I've been I uploaded some videos of the Thomas and Friends Institute of Innovation. I found some clips in the show reel, so if you ever saw those, I might have, that might be familiar with like you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Also, real quick, just a little tangent. Those clips of the Institute of Innovation, I think I covered them before anyone else got to them. Like somehow I just found them one day. Like I went to Vimeo and I was just like, let me check, see this stuff, and then I was just like, oh my god, there's new ones.
Yeah. All right. So Tom Tank Productions is now here. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, Donnie. Is my mic working properly?
I should have said this before. Keep the stream PG friendly. This is just a general statement. I should have said that when the stream first started, to keep it PG friendly, which we have been. I'm just saying it's more of a general statement. You know what I mean?
All right, got it.
Yeah.
So don't mind the bandit on there. That's not important.
Okay. Yeah. NFS World was being pretty buggy before in terms of the screen share. Like the whole stream was just lagging out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if that's probably because of internet issues or something
I don't know.
Well, the stream has been pretty smooth otherwise.
Yeah.
Let's think of some other funny. Let's think of some other funny King of the Hill crossover jokes, like. King of the Hill in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Hank is just trying to, he's like, now where do I find the propane? And Dale's like, I told you, Hank, there is no propane here. You got to use coal. Yeah. No.
Oh, goodness. And stuff's falling over.
You can just
okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Right. Just gonna quickly go through the collection I've got here.
All right.
I'm gonna go through order of when I got them. So,
all right.
First, we're gonna start off with Fabulous Lightning McQueen.
Oh, nice! I have that one as well.
Yeah, all of these are still in box, which I plan to keep in the boxes because.
Nice.
I really, yeah. One problem I do have with the Fabulous Lightning McQueen is the blue of the color of the blue.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was a more darker blue, but
there is the metallic version of him, which has a slightly different blue.
Yeah, I have that one as well.
And then
I have the mini racer of Fabulous McQueen.
Nice.
And then I don't remember which ones came next, but next we have Cars on the Road McQueen and Doc.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Both are nice.
Whenever I see Doc, I think of that one Cars YouTube poop, which is, like I think it's called Ka-Chows, and there's the joke in it where Doc is like, "This here's me, finest machine ever built."
Hereby sending you to community service.
No, narcissist Doc.
And of course, Doc sentences McQueen to death later on.
I know this might be a bad time right now, but you owe me $32,000 in legal fees.
Oh, I made a clip like if I ever do a compilation of videos I've made but never uploaded, I gotta include that one. It's one where Mater beats the crap out of McQueen after 16 years of not getting his money.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
McQueen's
I
like-
don't know which one came next, but we have Sally here.
Nice.
Pretty stock standard one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not a lot to say about her. And this next one, I'm sure, is going to be a bit controversial, but we have the Cars 2 Lightning McQueen.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know.
Not
There's
exactly
just something
sure
about
what
it
that
that I
one
just
is.
kind of like. It's not a bad design. The livery's not bad.
The only really
It's
like
just
the
kind of
only
mid.
kind
in
of
my
bad
opinion.
thing about Cars 2 is that the plot kind of meanders a bit and there's way too much Mater for it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if they cut down on that and reintegrated some of the stuff they cut, they'd have like a solid film. Like
Yeah.
if they had the opening where McQueen, if they kept that opening with McQueen racing instead of like if they kept that like they put that after like a slightly cut down version of the oil rig chase, like
Yeah.
McQueen is shown racing and then there's the clown pitties and stuff. That would have worked a lot better, especially if they set it to some track like a mix, like just like a bit like Real Gone or Run That Race.
Or something like that. Yeah, but Run That Race wasn't written until for the
I'm just talking like
You
a
know, I'm
track
just-
with a similar vibe.
Okay.
But if they did something like that, they extended all the race scenes, cut a little bit of the spy stuff and a little bit of the Mater stuff, and added more McQueen scenes, they'd probably have a film that's a lot better. Because there's way too much Mater stuff. Like, he does too much stuff with no, like, true motive. Mater needs a little bit more to him. If the spies knew he was, like if at first they thought maybe he could be just like a really good spy, but then suddenly it turns out that he's not and he's just a civilian, and they have to take him with them because he has important intel, but then he comes in handy in certain situations, like being able to physically match Ivan, and then I do like the idea of Mater screwing up, like the thing where he's, like I'm trying to remember his name, like, Alexander Hugo, like that scene where like Mater says, I have no, like, Alexander Hugo's like, you're acting very strange today, Ivan. And then Mater's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Alexander Hugo, aka Chop Shop Alex. You got a lot of AKAs, Alex. It's probably because he's wanted in France, Germany, Czech Republic.
Yeah.
And then, he's like, keep your voice down. You're going to make me arrested.
To be fair, that scene did get a chuckle out of me.
Yeah, that scene is like good. Mater can unknowingly do good stuff like that. That would work a lot better.
Yeah.
If they just cut down on a lot of Mater doing stupid stuff. They want to show Mater's a smart character, then if they want Mater to be a smart character, he shouldn't be doing stupid stuff in between all of the things of him being smart. The scene on Sidley, I guess some of the scenes on Stevenson, and some of the bits like that are good, but Mater needs more scenes of him not being an idiot. Like a truncated version of the toilet scene it would work a lot better if he was slipped the device during the sequence where, like, imagine a scene where like Rod is escorted out of the bathroom by the gremlins and Mater's just like, what happened to him? And they're like, he had trouble in the bathroom. And then Mater's like, oh, like, and then Mater goes in, but Rod slips the device to him while Mater's heading in.
Yeah.
Instead of the entire bathroom scene with a Ace Ventura reference.
Yeah.
There was an Ace Ventura reference in the movie?
Was there really?
Well, it's sort of. It's the scene where Mater says, whatever you do not go in there. Like that.
Oh,
which is kind of a reference to the bit in the first Ace Ventura movie where Ace, if you've seen it, you remember the scene at the rich guy's party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, back to the collection.
Okay.
We kind of went way off topic
We
there.
went way off topic. I'm gonna be honest too. Yeah.
Yeah, apologies for that.
Right. So
No, it's
next
okay.
up in the collection is Sheriff, and I'll be honest.
Oh, epic.
For the longest time, I honestly thought that Sheriff and Doc were the same car because their body shows they don't look that half. They don't really look.
They're similar. I get it. They're old 50s style cars with
Yeah.
would have been really cool if it was revealed that Doc had a sibling who was actually on the police force because there was actual Hudson
Gotta be
cars
kidding.
on the police force.
No.
What?
Sorry, my program crashed.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right, man. Anyways, next up we have River Scott, the normal
nice.
one.
Hell.
At least I think it's the normal one, and then with that case, I'm probably being.
Wait, let me see
stupid.
the thing again.
Huh?
Did it say Heyday River Scott?
Oh wait, it does say Heyday River
Then
Scott.
that's,
Oh,
I got that one too. I unboxed that earlier. I know that.
oh, I am stupid. I didn't realize it said Heyday River Scott on here.
You should
Oh,
keep
man.
an eye out for
Oh,
Case
well.
J. If you want to collect cars, keep an eye out for Case J. They got some uncommon and rare releases in it.
Speaking of Jay, I'm gonna just get over and just show this one already. It's the clown car. One of the clown cars.
Oh no!
It's Greebles.
You can blame Piece of J on Twitter for making me buy this thing. It's a goofy car. It's not that bad of a display.
Yeah.
piece. Most of these that I have in my collection are just ones that I think look really good or look pretty nice on display.
Yeah.
And then
I
up
buy
next
my
we have,
cars to-
tailgates from Cars 3. Not a bad character or design, but just kind of mid.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they over promoted the Thunder
Again?
Hollow segments. Like
Bro,
In a way.
bro.
in the first few
Haven't done-
waves. Oh, sorry.
My system crashed again for the second time in a row.
Oh, that's weird.
Right, anyways,
Can I
the
quote a
final one-
meme real quick? Because
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, the final
Oops,
one on the
my system
collection-
crashed. I lost my data and I had antivirus. Antivirus is not enough. You need Protogent.
Oh yes.
I have
I
this
got
one
that
in the
one.
collection too.
That's ironic enough because that's two that I unboxed earlier that he has in his collection too. I think that's really funny.
Yeah, and you said that the sign piece actually clips onto McQueen?
It does, yes.
Oh yeah, because there's like a little hole. There's like two holes on the back here,
Save.
kind of.
You know
It
what you
goes
might be
in,
able
like,
to
the
do?
front
Wondering
wheel
if it's
ridges.
a clip that's making the crash.
Oh, I'm probably got to buy another one of these to test that out. Huh.
I hardly
Yeah,
ever
that's a
keep
total
any
of 10
of my.
cars in my collection.
I hardly keep
Which is
anything in package.
Very baffling that I
because-
had enough money to buy all that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
We'll probably go put these all back up now. So let me just. Which one's for the? Okay, there we go.
I've been enjoying a lot of Cars content recently. I watched the Kachow's YouTube poop I mentioned earlier, and there was a joke in it where McQueen's like, "You too can meet the Queen," like that.
Ah!
Kind of hard to do nowadays,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Doc sentencing McQueen to death. Just
There we
the
go.
concept
Oh,
of that.
They didn't get removed. It's because I got not because I realized what's going on.
I managed to find one of the early releases of Color Changer Lightning McQueen from Cars 1.
Oh, nice.
It's the one where he doesn't have all his decals, like, you know, his backup, you know, contingency sponsors.
Yeah.
I also managed to find like these are like mostly the ones I get are from Goodwill, but I managed to get the Cars 3 Rusty's McQueen, not Rusty's Racing Center, but the Rusty's McQueen from the beginning of the movie.
The beginning of Cars 3, yeah.
And Mac. I got the single release of Mac with, you know, his unique expression.
Yeah.
Hey,
And now that I got Mac, I also had to get Bertha Butters Wagon.
Yeah, Donnie?
If it's okay, can I show you the first scene of the first couple scenes of this project I'm doing?
Sure.
By the way, what you're gonna see here real quick is basically hold on, window, this one. You should see the amount of files that I have on here. Look at all that.
Wow.
It's crazy. I know.
my! That explains why your system might be crashing.
Probably. But here is this. So I'm gonna play from here to here. Would you guys like to see it?
Sure.
Sure.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness, it's that train.
Oh no! It's gonna hit those trains.
I don't get why everyone went from saying Edward and Henry are the best characters. Why'd they get cut to Edward and Henry are overrated? It flip-flops all the time. It's either they're the best characters or they're overrated. And there's never an in-between. I'm the fat controller.
So this takes place after Edward's X-Plane, I'm guessing, right?
That is correct.
Interesting.
I just added some more dialogue.
All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This just reminds me of the fact that I've got plenty of stuff that I need to get working on for my stuff, but I just haven't done it.
I got you.
I have to
I need
read.
to get stuff working. I need to get working on stuff from my series too. I'm not gonna lie.
I still need to find my some of my stuff, and then I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna remake the original 15 Thomas Show shorts with rewrites of a few of them to fit better. Like,
Okay.
I probably need to rewrite episode, like, you know, to go on with the actual episodes of the show. I need to rewrite a few of the shorts to include more continuity. For example, I kind of established early on that there's a lot of stuff that it's going to be changed. Like, for example, my Thomas model no longer changes midway through the shorts. No longer is it going to just change at short 12. I'm going to have Thomas be consistently the Hit Toys version.
All right.
And I'm going to have to change short 12, short 13, probably short 9 as well. And after that, it's going to basically be... It's supposed to be a... It's not like a restart. It's more... This is what I intended these to be like, but I was younger and not very good, so it didn't work out. And I'm definitely going to start getting proper voices for a few of the characters. I've already got some lined up, like James, probably... I got Victor set, most likely. If the guy I'm working with actually, I don't have a problem with like the way he does things. It's just that when he sends me lines, he doesn't emote really. Like, so I gave him the role of Victor just because Victor doesn't require much emoting, or you know.
That actually came out really good, Donnie. Nice job.
Thanks.
Very well made.
That is pretty good.
This is one of the 2 big projects that I have in store for a lot of people.
All right.
Because I believe the Storm, the 1978, may be coming out a little sooner, closer to like maybe summer, I guess. I'm guessing that's my hope. But I want to see if Vic can help me out a little bit and ask me a couple of questions about the whole thing. But as of right now, All I know is Put to Good Use shall be released next month.
Nice.
Because now that the first scene has been fully completed and I can render it, I just need to work on the next scene with sound effects and everything. Matt, what I want to do is, if we do call tonight, I would love you to show you one scene that I did.
All right, sure. I may end the stream though now, just because I am starting to get a little tired.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Well, for those of you who were watching the stream, thank you so much for watching. Glad you were all able to come. And thank you for whoever joined me in the stream. That was great seeing you all.
Yeah.
All right,
At least I made it near the end.
All right. Ending the broadcast now.
Bye.
Goodbye.